Hi there. In this video, I will be guiding you through the steps to create a poll activity in Frontline SMS version 2. Polls are a powerful new feature where you can create yes/no or multiple choice questions, send them to contacts, and set Frontline SMS to automatically sort and visualize the incoming responses. So, let's get started. First thing is to make sure you are viewing the Messages tab. To start the activity walkthrough that will help you set up your poll, click on the Create New Activity button you see here. A new window will appear listing all of the various kinds of activities that you can create. For this video, we are only interested in the poll activity, so we're going to select that and click Next. Now you will see the poll-specific walkthrough. On the left, you can see all the steps in the walkthrough and can jump to any step by clicking on that step. We haven't filled out a required field on this step, so we can't jump to another one yet. Let's go ahead and fill this out. First, we want to decide what kind of poll we want. Do you want a simple yes or no poll, or a more detailed multiple choice poll, which allows users to choose between up to 5 answers? Let's create a multiple choice poll. You may have noticed a grayed out step called Response List. This step allows you to specify the multiple choice responses and is only available with a multiple choice poll. There is an option to not send an outgoing message if you would prefer to inform your recipients of the poll in another way. If you choose this, the Edit Message and Select Recipient steps will become unavailable because they are not necessary anymore. You still have to enter a question, however. Once you're done here, click Next to move on. The response list is the possible list of responses that can be sent in reply to your question. There can be a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 5 options. At the moment, only 3 of the boxes are grayed out and unavailable. But don't worry, as you enter responses, these will become active if you need them. Let's go and enter 5 options now and go to the next step. Here we can tell Frontline SMS how to identify incoming messages as belonging to this poll, so that it can automatically sort the messages into the correct place. This is done using a keyword. A keyword is a unique word which cannot be shared between activities, that is implemented as part of the response to the poll. If this doesn't make too much sense right now, don't worry, we'll come back to the keyword in later steps. So for now, we will enter a word that we want to use as a keyword. A good tip is to make sure the word is short so that the reply to your poll isn't lengthy. Once you're done here, click Next to move on. If you selected multiple choice as your poll type earlier, you will be able to set up aliases. Aliases is a new feature when you can specify alternative ways your recipients may enter the keywords you have specified. It is particularly useful for increasing the accuracy of automatic sorting of the polls feature by telling the software the different ways your responses can be entered. This can be particularly useful if there are multiple ways of spelling or writing the responses. The default aliases are shown in the text boxes next to your responses. The first word in each text box will be used in the final outgoing message. To change the word, which will appear in the outgoing message for a particular choice, just change the first word. To add more aliases, click in the text box for the choice you want to edit and enter the alias as followed by a comma. Once you have set up aliases and want to move on, click Next. In this step, you can set up Frontline SMS to automatically reply to messages that are identified as responses to this poll. A couple of things to note here are that if you set up a keyword in the previous step, Frontline SMS will automatically reply to messages that are automatically sorted in the polls folder. This allows the automatic reply feature to work more effectively and autonomously. If you didn't set up automatic sorting in the previous step, then you will have to manually move messages into the polls folder. When you do this, the automatic reply will be sent out. So, to get the most out of this feature, use it in conjunction with automatic sorting. Let's go ahead and enter a little message to send as an auto reply. On to the next step. On this step of the walkthrough, we can view and edit the final message that will be sent out by Frontline SMS, if you chose to send a message in the first step. You can see here the role of the keyword. The keyword is used in the message text to indicate how to reply to the poll response. If we quickly go back and turn off automatic sorting, we can see how the message changes. Automatic sorting helps you manage the replies to your polls without creating any extra work for the people who are replying. Another interesting feature is the ability to add custom data. Let's edit our message now to make it a bit more personal. Now if we click on this magic wand icon, we can select from a number of fields that will be automatically inserted when the message is sent. For this poll, I want to use the contact name, so I'm going to select that now, and the message feels a lot more personal and engaging. Now we are going to select who we want to send the message to. This screen will display all the contacts, groups and smart groups that currently exist in your Frontline SMS database. You can select from any combination of these. We're going to send this to everyone in the office. So if you select the checkbox next to Office, you can see that the contacts within that group become selected as well. If you want, there is the ability to send the message to someone who isn't in your contacts by entering their number up here and clicking on Add. I'm going to go ahead and name this poll now. In the penultimate step, a summary of your poll and all its features will be shown to you, and you will be able to enter a name for it as well. Everything looks to be in order, so let's create the poll. Thanks for watching this video walkthrough of polls. We hope that it has been a helpful introduction.